Hi friends, my name is David Brainard. I am working Vignan Junior College, Vadlamudi. Today we are going to learn about new topic metallurgy. Metallurgy means, first of all, what is the meaning of metallurgy? Metallurgy means the isolation and the purification of metals from ores. This process is known as metallurgy. Okay. So, first of all, what is the meaning of metals and what are the main advantage of metals? In generally, nowadays, metals are plays very important role in our regular life. For example, metals are used to make so many beautiful ornaments. That is the one of the main advantage. And the next one, these metals are used to make different types of constructions. For example, this is a beautiful airport in the world. So, this airport is constructed by using different types of metals. That metals are like gold, silver, platinum. These metals are used by the construction of beautiful airport. And next one, so see the image, this is a beautiful construction, beautiful building. So, this building is constructed by using different metals like gold, iron, platinum. So, these metals are used. So, this is a beautiful building. This is the beautiful airport. So, metals are used to make different types of constructions. Okay, this is the importance of metals in our regular life. Okay, so next one, main contents in the chapter. Main contents in the chapter. First one, occurrence of metals. So generally, metals are available from ores. From ores. What is the meaning of ores? Ores means, so metals are joined with different types of impurities, that is known as ores. And next one, at the same time, metals are available from minerals also. Minerals. What is the meaning of minerals? Minerals means these are economically and commercially viable. So, the type of compounds are known as minerals. So, first of all, what is the meaning of, what is the difference between ores and minerals? What is the difference between ores and minerals? So, minerals means economically, such compounds are economically and commercially viable, that are known as minerals, and ores means, so this type of compounds containing a large amount of impurities, clay, sand and different types of impurities are present in it, and minerals containing few amount of impurities, that is the difference. Okay, this is the difference between ores and minerals. So generally these metals are available from ores and minerals in nature. Okay, this is the occurrence of metals. And next one, concentration of ores. Concentration of ores. What is the meaning of concentration of ores? Concentration means it is one of the purification technique. So concentration means, in this case, concentration means the elimination of impurities from ores by using different methods. So that methods are known as concentration of ores. Okay, elimination of impurities from ores by using different methods. That methods are known as concentration of ores. For example, some of the methods are observed. First one, gravitational method, and the second one, leaching method, and the third one, magnetic separation method, and the fourth one, froth flotation method. These are the some important concentration methods or concentration techniques. Okay, these techniques are used to eliminate unwanted impurities from the. Okay, this is the explanation for concentration of ores. Next one, extraction of crude metal from concentrated ore. Generally, concentration means the elimination of impurities from the ores, but after concentration techniques are used, the required metals are also containing some impurities, like few impurities. For example, iron is extracted by using blast furnace method, or sulfite ores are concentrated by using froth flotation method. The required metal purity is 90 to 95%. So the required metal purity is only for 90 to 95%, and the remaining 5 to 10% are impurities, are impurities. So the 90 to 95% pure metals are known as crude metals. 90 to 95% metals are known as crude metals. Okay, and the next one, thermodynamic principles of metallurgy. Generally, metallurgical process, or this process involves two methods. One of the method is thermodynamic principles, and another method is electrochemical principles. First one, metallurgy involves thermodynamic principles. What is the main advantage of for the involvement of thermodynamic principles in metallurgical process? This principle is explain whether the reaction is possible or not. Whether the reaction is possible or not. So this reaction is spontaneous or non-spontaneous. These points are identified. For example, whether the reaction is possible, that reaction is known as spontaneous reaction. Whether the reaction is possible at normal conditions, that reaction is known as spontaneous reaction. Okay, this type of reaction, change in free energy delta G is equal to negative. Okay, spontaneous reactions are observed. That reaction, change in free energy is negative. This principle is explained on the basis of Ellingham diagrams. What are the main advantage of Ellingham diagram? Ellingham diagram is explained the reaction is possible or not by using that reaction delta G is negative, that reaction is possible. The reaction delta G value is negative, that reaction is spontaneous reaction. Okay. So this is a involvement of thermodynamic principle in metallurgy process. Okay. And next one, some of the other subtopics are observed. Electrochemical principles of metallurgy. electrochemical principles of energy. So, this process, metallurgy process is observed. This process involves some electrochemical principles. Electrochemical principle means the reaction cell potential value is involves in this process like metallurgy. Okay. For example, change in free energy is calculated by using this equation. Delta G is equal to minus NF E naught cell. Okay. So, this is a cell potential is involving in this process. So, the delta G value is depending upon cell potential of the given chemical reaction. Okay. So, in this equation by using to calculate change in free energy. So, change in free energy is negative, the reaction is possible. So, the reaction is possible in natural conditions or normal conditions, that reaction is spontaneous reaction. Okay. So, the given reaction change in free energy is positive. So, that reaction is do not maintain at normal conditions. So, this reaction is possible only to maintain some special conditions. Okay, means this type of reactions are known as non-spontaneous reactions. Okay, this is a electrochemical principles are involving in metallurgical process. And next one, oxidation and reduction. Okay, so metallurgical process is observed, both oxidation and reduction methods are involved. In normally, some metals are extracted from ores by using oxidation methods. Some metals are extracted from ores by using reduction methods. Some metals are extracted from ores by using both methods are also like oxidation method and reduction method. So, these two methods are involving in this process like a metallurgical process. Okay. So, next one, refining of metals. What is the meaning of refining of metals? Refining methods means it is one type of purification methods. Okay. These methods means similarly these are purification methods. Okay. Generally, metals are purified by using different methods. Generally, the concentration methods, the concentration techniques are used. Metals are purified, but that purified metal purity is only for 90 to 95%, and the remaining percentages are impurities. Especially the crude metals are purified by using this type of refining methods. The 90 to 95% metals are purified by using this method. These metals are converted to 100% purity. These metals are converted to 100% purity. That is the importance of refining methods. Some of the important refining methods are observed. First one, polling. Second one, liquefaction. And the third one, distillation. So, distillation methods are observed. So many distillation methods are there. For example, simple distillation and fractional distillation and steam distillation. Next one, distillation under reduced pressure. So many distillation techniques are there. So, these methods are used to purify different types of metals. Okay. And next one, zone refining method. This is one of the important refining method. And the next one, vapor phase refining method. Such metals are observed that metals are do not purified by using these methods. Why? What is the reason? That metals containing some subliminal impurities. So, that type of metals are purified by using sublimation technique. Sublimation means the solid state compound is react with such amount of heat, it is directly converted to gaseous state without touching liquid state. The type of process is known as sublimation method. So, that sublimation technique is involves in this process like vapor phase refining method. Vapor phase refining method. Vapor phase refining method. Okay, this is one of the important refining method or purification method. Last one, uses of aluminum, copper, zinc, iron. These are the some important metals. Okay, so first one, uses of aluminum. Generally, aluminum metal is used to make aircraft instruments. Aluminum is used to make aircraft instruments. Why? What is the reason? This metal is exhibits less density character, less are containing less density value. And next one, copper. Generally, copper metal is used to make different types of electrodes in different chemical reactions also. Okay, this is a very simple use for copper. And next one, copper metal is used to make different types of alloys. For example, beryllium and copper, these are used to make one of the alloy. So, that alloy main ingredients are copper and beryllium. This alloy is used to make high strength springs, that is one of the main use for copper. And next one, zinc and iron. Zinc and iron, so these two are used to make different types of alloys. For example, some of the important alloys are, first one, brass, bronze and German silver. These are the some of the important alloys. Okay. And next one, so many iron related alloys are prepared by using these metals. These are the some important uses of different metals, and especially iron is used to make different types of constructions. So, and next one, gold metal is used to make different types of beautiful ornaments, and so many applications are there, especially some important applications are aluminum constructed for aircraft instruments. So, this is some of the important applications. Okay. So, these are the main contents in this unit. And next one, introduction to metallurgy. Means metals are used by using so many constructions, and metals are used to make so many ornaments. So, that is the importance of metals. For example, so this is a gold ore. This is a gold ore. So, this gold ore is purified by using different methods like concentration techniques or refining methods. That methods are used to prepare the gold ore is converted to pure. So, this is a pure gold. Okay. this is gold ore. Gold ore. This gold ore is available in the earth crust. This gold ore is modified to pure gold by using different types of techniques like concentration methods and next one refining methods. Both techniques are used. The impure gold is converted to pure gold. And next one, this pure gold is used to make different types of gold ornaments. So this is a beautiful gold ornaments. These gold ornaments are used pure gold. This is a pure gold. Okay. First origin is this is a gold ore. This is available in earth crust. Okay, inside of the earth crust. And next one, this gold ore is converted pure gold by using different types of purification methods or concentration techniques. This gold ore is converted to pure gold. And next one, this pure gold is used to make different types of beautiful ornaments. And next one, so this is iron ore. Iron ore. Generally, so many iron ores are there. For example, some of the important iron ores are Fe2O3, Fe3O4. First one, Fe2O3 means hematite ore. This is known as hematite ore. Fe3O4, this is known as magnetite ore. Generally, these two are important iron ores, hematite and magnetite ores. So, these ores are converted to, these iron ores are converted to pure iron by using blast furnace method. By using blast furnace method. Okay. By using blast furnace method, the iron ore is converted to pure iron. So, next one, this pure iron is used to make different types of operators. So, this pure iron is used to make different types of constructions. This pure iron is used to make different types of beautiful buildings. And this pure iron is used to make different types of beautiful airports and different types of bridges. Okay, this type of pure iron is used to make different types of instruments are also. Okay, this is main applications of pure metals. This is also importance of metals. This is finally this is the introduction of metallurgy. Okay, and next one, minerals classification. Generally, first of all, what is the meaning of minerals? Minerals means these are similar to ores. What is the difference between ores and minerals? Ores are containing large impurities, but minerals containing few amount of impurities. That is a difference. Minerals are economically and commercially viable, but ores are do not economically and commercially viable. That is a difference. So now we are going to learn about classification of minerals. So generally these minerals are classified on the basis of structure of related metals. So these minerals are subdivided into 7 categories. These minerals are subdivided into 7 categories. First one, silicates. Silicates. what are the importance of silicate? What are the internal structure of silicates? Generally, so many silicates are there. So, some of these silicates are observed. These are the general formula is. So, this is a normal silicates SiO4 4 minus, and next one chain silicates Si2O7 6 minus, and next pyrosilicates, cyclic silicates, and so many silicates are there, but especially these silicates to make waterproof instruments. These are used to make waterproof instruments. That is the importance of silicates. Okay, silicates are one of the important minerals. Okay, and next one, native elements. So, generally so many elements are there in modern periodic table especially. So, some of the elements are known as native elements. Why? What is the reason? So, generally so many elements are there, but few elements are known as native elements. For example, gold, silver, carbon. Majorly these three elements are known as native elements. Why? For example, carbon is native element. Why? Generally, carbon allotropes are observed. Carbon allotropes are diamond, graphite, and fullerene. These three are carbon allotropes. For example, fullerene. General formula of fullerene is C60, means 1 mole of fullerene contains 60 carbon atoms. Only this type of molecules containing single element. So, these are the carbon allotropes. These allotropes containing only carbon, and the remaining elements are absent. Means such are available individual form in nature. The type of elements are known as native elements. For example, carbon is a best native element. So, this element is available in different forms, but this element is available individual state. For example, graphite internal structure is observed, only carbon atoms are present in it and the remaining elements are absent. And next one, diamond is also observed, that molecule contains only carbon elements and the remaining elements are absent. And fullerene is also, fullerenes general forms are C60 fullerenes and C70, two types of fullerenes are there. So, these internal structure is observed, only carbon elements are present and the remaining elements are absent. Okay, this is a importance of native elements. This is the meaning for native elements. Okay, and next one, halides. Halogen related compounds are known as halogen type minerals. For example, bench salt, NaCl, and AgCl, this is known as horn silver. AgCl is known as horn silver. So, NaCl is known as bench salt. NaCl is used, it is act as best electrolyte. Aqueous NaCl is used, it is act as best electrolyte. And the next one, AgCl. So, this mineral is used to make different types of electrodes, and at the same time this mineral is used to make pure silver by using different types of purification methods. Okay, this type of halogen related metals are known as halides minerals. Halides minerals. Okay. And next one, other categories of minerals are observed. Carbonate minerals. Carbonate minerals means metals bind with carbonate functional group. The type of minerals are known as carbonate minerals. For example, CaCO3. This is a limestone. So, nowadays limestone is plays very important role in our regular life. Why? What is the reason? So, calcium carbonate is the main ingredient of cement material. So, 50 to 60% CaO is used for the manufacture of cement material. So, that CaO is produced. The calcium carbonate is heated at 1000 degrees centigrade. It is converted to calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide gas. This calcium oxide, 50 to 60% calcium oxide is used to make a high quality cement. Okay, that is the importance of carbonate mineral. Okay, so calcium carbonate is one of the important mineral. Next one, very important mineral is oxides minerals. So generally so many oxides minerals are there, especially hematite and magnetite. Both are plays very important role in our regular life. So the two minerals are hematite Fe2O3 and next one Fe3O4 magnetite. These two minerals are plays very important role in our regular life. Why? These minerals are used by using these minerals are used to make pure iron by using different types of purification techniques. For example, blast furnace method is used. These two minerals are converted to pure iron. This pure iron is used to make different types of constructions, and one of the important application is to make different types of steels. Mild steel, flexible steel, hard steel, different types of steels are present in it. That steels are manufactured by using iron. That iron is generated by using these two ores like hematite and magnetite. That is the importance of oxide ores. Okay. So next one, sulfates. This mineral is also plays very important role in our regular life. Why? To prepare high quality cement. So that process involves sulfate minerals. For example, gypsum CaSO4 2H2O. This is a chemical formula of gypsum. CaSO4 2H2O. This is a chemical formula of gypsum. So gypsum is heated at 130 degrees centigrade temperature. The gypsum is converted to plaster of Paris, CaSO4 of H2O. This is known as plaster of Paris. So gypsum, plaster of Paris, especially gypsum, is used to increase the hardened character of cement materials. So this is also one of the main ingredient for cement materials, especially cement, high quality cement containing 2 to 3% of gypsum. Gypsum is used in cement materials to make high quality cement, to prepare high quality cement. So that is the importance of sulfate minerals. Some important sulfate minerals are gypsum and plaster of Paris. Okay, and especially plaster of Paris is used to make orthopedic devices. Okay, that is the importance of sulfate ores. And next one, sulfides ores. Sulfides ores. Sulfide ores are, for example, zinc sulfide and lead sulfide. These are the best examples for sulfide ores. Generally, the sulfide ores are purified by using froth flotation method. So this method is used to prepare pure metals. Okay. So these minerals are also plays very important role in our regular life. Okay. This is a